Hello, my beautiful duckling. Welcome to my garden. This is Susie. And today I want to talk to you about dreams. I want to share with you things that we don't realize that we're doing consciously, we're doing unconsciously, and why you need to rethink the way you create. So, this week has been a crazy week. A year ago, in February, I had a medical condition where I bled out. It's where you have a period so bad it's dumping your body's blood out of your system. And I almost died. As a result of that, I'm very lucky to be sitting here talking to you today. And yet today, I'm doing the same thing. I'm bleeding out. And I have no idea why. So the doctor put me on medicine to be able to stop the bleeding, which I'm taking. Now, most of you are going to say, well, wait a second, Susie, you're a manifesting person. Why aren't you manifesting that away? Well, I am. I'm persisting in the assumption that I am healthy. I am thanking. I'm being grateful. Isn't it wonderful? Why am I healthy? And I am focusing forward on that I am healthy. But I'm also manifesting other things. So is my health a reason those other things may come true? I don't know. Is the reason I'm going through a crisis because it's going to bring something into my life to bring about a manifestation that I'm working on? I don't know. It could be considered a bridge. It could just be a low in my roller coaster ride. I'm not looking at it as it's a bridge. I'm not looking at it as if it's a problem. I'm looking at it as something's going on and I need to focus forward that I'm healthy. So when you guys talk about negativity and you want your dream life, I have every reason to be negative today. I have been up all night, literally back and forth into the bathroom. I've been on the phone with my beautiful daughter. I woke up my beautiful Katybug so that she could go about her day. I have messaged my daughter that school is closed today because we have a beautiful snowstorm outside. So my focus this morning is forward. It doesn't matter what is going on in my reality. I live in a bubble. My ex-husband used to say I lived in a world of giggles and smiles. I would rather live in that world of giggles and smiles because at the end, I'm giggling and smiling. At the end, everything worked out for me. But in order to get there, what has to happen? I don't know. So the person who's manifesting the love of their life, they get a text. The text says hello. You're all over Facebook and social media. He texts me hello. That's it. Seriously, I'm manifesting this dude back and he just texts me hello. Somebody else I know is willing to drive 600 miles to marry this woman. And she told him if he shows up, she's not going to open the door and she'll never talk to him again. Yet you're manifesting a relationship with this person and then you're slamming the door. What good does that do? A year ago, I sat in a meeting and I see the Facebook post all the time. And that Facebook post says if you can spend 1 hour with anybody in the world, who would you spend it with? What would you talk about? Well, I got to spend 3 hours last March with somebody that I would spend an hour with, and I would make every hour count. We had conversations that were completely in context with what was going on. Yet I personally know that had nothing to do with what was going on. I was sick. I had bruises in the inside of my arms from blood tests. I still got up. I got dressed. I did my hair, put on makeup, a cute little dress, and I went. Because I knew I got to spend time with this person. But I was also doing something else. That's called living my life. I have dreams, I have goals, and I have aspirations. Don't let anybody talk you out of those dreams or those goals. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't have, do, or be something you want. But you also have to plan for the future. You want to be a dancer. You got to get up and dance. You got to work out. You can't sit on the couch playing on your phone watching life go by. You have to get off the couch and be a dancer. You want to be a doctor. You got to go to medical school. Nobody grows up and says, I want to be a call center worker. Nobody grows up and says, I want to be a casino worker. Nobody that I know of runs around saying that they want to be a garbage man. But if we didn't have those people in this world, where would our life be? Somebody dished call center workers, casino workers, and hairdressers as if it is a lowly position. You may have money, but you're denying the person who loves you to come see you. You have money and you're throwing around, don't screw up your dreams. Follow your heart. Well, what is truly in your heart? Did that person say? Because most of us don't really tell the truth. We talk about what we want. So if I got to spend 3 hours with that person right now today, in the last year, since I've almost died, I've created a YouTube channel. I've reopened up my Facebook group. I am helping people as a life coach. I am going completely out of my comfort zone in teaching people how to manifest their dream life. What I'm not doing is sitting on the couch waiting for him to knock on the door. So if I sat down, what conversation are you having with him? Well, conversation A, Mrs. Negativity, I have had a really bad year and I almost died and I've been so sick and I've missed a lot of my work and nothing just seems to go right in my life, but I'm just really happy that I get to sit here and talk to you. Or do you want to have conversation B? What have you done this last year, darling? Well, in this last year, I almost died. I'm very lucky and blessed to be alive. I am sitting here getting a chance to talk to the most important person in my world. And my life has been an amazing roller coaster. It has had some really big highs and some really big lows. The biggest high, I started a YouTube channel. The low, I almost died. But what that almost taught me is to really take a look at my life and decide what I want. So if I get a text that says, I hate you, that means they love me. Because I know that person somewhere deep down inside does love me. Otherwise, they wouldn't have bothered to say, I hate you. What else have I done in the last year? Oh, yes. I've done a lot to help my daughter with the 3-year-old. I've done a lot to help people create their dream lives. I've gained all the weight back that I lost, so, roller coaster, ups and downs. But you know what's been the most amazing ride? I didn't sit on the couch waiting for my dreams to catch up to me. I went out and I chased them. I learned that sitting here isn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. I learned that living my life is an adventure that has highs and lows. I learned that I am not God, because if I was God, I sure as hell would not have manifested myself almost dying. If I was God, I sure as the hell would not have manifested somebody saying, slam, if you show up after you drive 600 miles to marry me, I'm not opening my door and I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm not manifesting somebody saying that hairdressers, casino workers, and call center workers are beneath them because they have millions in the bank. What I'm manifesting is my life, and it's an amazing life. And you guys get to see it in full color. So what can we do to create your dreams? Well, first you have to own what that dream truly is. And if you don't know what you want to grow up to be, that's okay, because a lot of people don't. So let's start with the basic. What would your day be like if you got up this morning? Is it going to be talking to a friend, talking to a coworker, having a cup of coffee, making a YouTube video? Is it going to be having a phone conversation with your daughter at 4 a.m.? These are things I can't script. These are things that mean that, yes, I create my reality, but I'm not God. Because if I was God, I would be controlling the person who said, don't show up. I would be telling The Rock what movies he can and can't make. I would be having Vin Diesel call me every freaking day because that dude's got an amazing voice. My children would never disrespect me. My previous person that I was helping out would never have disrespected me. Let's see. Somebody calls, messages me, and I pass on the message, reply to the person, and then that person calls me 100 freaking times in the middle of the night. That's not disrespectful to me. That's, wow, I really want to get a hold of this person, so I am going to call somebody in the middle of the night 100 times. And then when that person calls them back, because, that's really amazing, this person's going out of their way, disrespecting people to get to me, I call them. And when I call them, I talk to the person, and this person is demanding, not only do you imagine for me, but it has to be done in a specific way. Well, again, I'm not going to manifest this, but this is a true story. So what happens? Now this person calls you in the middle of the night twice, and you're appalled. You're totally aghast. So you block him, and then you block him from your group. But you don't actually block him. You have somebody else do the job for you. That's how we live our lives, guys. We issue an order, and somebody follows. We say X, Y, Z, and snap, I'm supposed to bow. I'm not reaping what I sow. I'm creating focus forward. I am living by the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. So if I want to create my dream life helping people, I have to admit I'm human. I have to admit that I have flaws. I have to admit that sometimes life royally sucks. And at the moment, I can honestly say life does not royally suck, even though I'm married to something that I don't want to be married to at the moment, my bathroom. I'm sitting on my couch, watching it snow, and as the snow is accumulating on the ground, I'm thinking about how lucky I am. Most people want to create $1 million, but the majority of the people would be happy if they made $3,000 to $5,000 a month, because their bills are anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month. So if they're making $5,000 a month, that means they're making 2.5 times what their bills are. And if they're making 2.5 times what their bills are, they can go on vacation. They can go out to eat. They can buy that cute little purse that they want. They can spoil their children or their grandchildren. They're not financially struggling. The person doesn't have to make $1 million a year to be happy. The average person only needs $36,000 a year to be happy. And thank God that they do, because if they didn't, how much would it cost to deliver a pizza? It's not going to be $20 to deliver a pizza. It's going to be $100 to deliver a pizza. Well, now I have to make even more money because that self-employed pizza delivery driver does not want to be beneath the millionaire and now is charging out the ass to get their dreams. People have different dreams and goals in their life. And when you have different dreams and goals, you focus on what makes you happy. What makes me happy? Being a millionaire, having $2.7 million in the bank account, that would be nice. That means my bills would be paid for eternity. It means I would still be helping people. It would still mean I'm manifesting marrying my dream guy. It would still mean that there are going to be times where my kids are upset with me. It's going to mean I'm still going to get occasionally cut off in traffic. I may have a bad day. I may have an amazing day. Life is a roller coaster. And The way you treat people, it's not how you treat me that counts. It's how you treat the people around you. Don't dish the person who is going to school and waiting on tables. Don't dish the person who wants to be an artist or a dancer. But you can say, okay, so you want to be a dancer. Because there is a football player named Tua who is going through this exact situation. Tua got hurt. Alabama's devastated. And he is nursing a hip injury. We don't know if he's going to come back and be able to play football next year. And if he does come back, is he going to be as good as he was? Is he going to be better? Is he going to be worse? We won't know. Only time will tell. But if he can't play football again, what is he going to do? Oh, he might be The Rock. Because The Rock got hurt in college football, and he went to Canada. It didn't work out in Canada. He never got drafted in the pros. He went into his family's wrestling school. He became a professional wrestler, and now he's this huge movie star who's also branding his own products. The Rock's whole dream was to be a professional football player. Sometimes those dreams change. Sometimes our goals change. If he had become a pro football player, would his life be different? Absolutely. Would he have appreciated it? We'll never know. When you are focusing on your life and what you want it to be, what are you really truly focusing on? Are you focusing on telling the person that you want to sit with for an hour how bad everything is going? Or are you focusing forward and you are persisting in the assumption? So I'm having a bad morning and I'm doing a YouTube video because I'm persisting in helping people to change their lives. And in persisting in changing your life, you cannot continue to tell that old story. Turn the page in the book. Stop talking about the things you don't want, because that is creating more of that drama. That is creating more of that chaos. Focus forward. Again, you are in a tunnel. The ocean is on one side, the mountains on the other. If you don't like the ocean and the mountains, it is a beautiful cityscape. What are you creating and focusing on? I am a turtle, and I don't care the speed that it takes to get me there. The only thing I care about is that I am showing love, true love, not walking around saying, I am God, I am love. I am showing true love. I have my bad moments, but when I have my bad moments, I still speak the truth. I don't lie. I try not to cause drama, but sometimes it happens because I'm human. You can go from watching a church event to Lucifer because they have one thing in common. They're both asking you, what do you truly want? If you truly want to live your dream life and you get that new automobile, you get in the car, and a week later you get into a car accident. Well, you obviously didn't appreciate that car because you let it get a boo-boo. That's called life. There's going to be amazing highs, and there's going to be lows. And you're going to want to share those highs and lows with somebody. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Who's that person you truly want to call? Maybe you can't call them today, but you can sit down and write a letter that tells them why you love them and why you think they would be a perfect fit in your life, why they would enrich your life and you would enrich theirs. You want to be a dancer. Get up off the couch and dance. Don't care how you look. You cannot be a ballerina without doing the exercises. I can't walk on my tippy toes, so I couldn't be a ballerina. Trust me, I tried for years, and I didn't know the law of attraction and manifesting, and I would keep asking, What's wrong with me? I can't walk on my tippy toes. Because I can't walk on my tippy toes, I couldn't be a ballerina. But my dream changed. The one thing that never changed, though, from the time I was little, I always wanted to help people. Which is why I'm here. Which is why I'm telling you, don't let death knock on your door and make you realize that you missed life. You're 90 years old, you're sitting on the front porch, and you're telling your great-grandchildren about your life. What stories are you telling? Everybody's telling the highs. They're telling them how they had this amazing 3-hour conversation with somebody, or this spectacular birthday party over the weekend. They're talking about the job that they had that they loved. They're talking about all the amazing things that went on in their lives, the car of their dreams, the house of their dreams, the trip of their dreams. But teach them about the lows, because you're going to have them. And when you gracefully plow through them, that's what happens. I am happy, I'm grateful, I'm joyous, but at times life is chaos. Obviously, it's chaos today, but I'm still sitting here watching it snow. And I am enjoying my cup of coffee, and I'm thinking how blessed I am. I have amazing friends. I have a wonderful YouTube channel. I have a doctor that is absolutely amazing and who is helping me persist in my assumption of health. I have paper to write on. I have coffee to drink. I have food in my refrigerator. I have a beautiful little 3-year-old who is now 4 that came up to see me last night, and she said, "I love you, Susie," and threw a snowball at me, because I have these cute little snowman snowballs that you can play with in the house. My life is what I create. I don't control every thought every person has, because that's too much work and way too stressful. It is way too stressful to sit there and think that I am going to create a scene where the Speaker of the House rips the presidential address that was just given on national television. We spend so much time disrespecting and not appreciating the little things. Muhammad Ali said, "The measure of a man is not the way he treats me, it's the way he treats the others around him." So he looks to see how you treat the waiter, the cashier, the person who's slicing the lunch meat, the call center operator, the casino worker, your hairdresser. Because if you can't respect those people, close your door and get a new life. Patrick Mahomes just won the Super Bowl. He paid his hairdresser $7,000 to fly to Miami to cut his hair, which he wore underneath a helmet for the entire freaking game. He paid $7,000 plus his flight, plus his hotel room to get a haircut that we didn't even get to see. And then when we did get to see it, it was all messed up because he pulled his helmet off. That is a measure of a man who loves people. They say when he was in a restaurant, he was eating dinner with his girlfriend. The people in the restaurant didn't bother him. They let him eat his dinner. He got up after he finished his dinner. He paid the bill, got to the door, turned around, and he thanked everybody in that restaurant for allowing him to enjoy that meal. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but they say he bought everybody in that restaurant dinner that night. Those people manifested a free dinner from Patrick Mahomes. You're driving an Uber. Well, that millionaire got on a plane, flew somewhere, doesn't have a car where they landed. That Uber driver picks you up and you're being disrespectful. That millionaire needs to get a life. And that millionaire needs to stop manifesting money and manifest love and appreciation. You cannot focus forward and talk about how you're creating this amazing life and dish everything that's going on in your life. You cannot focus forward and tell me, well, I'm doing all the tools and nothing's working out for me. Because that word you just said, nothing's working out for me, is exactly what you're getting. So many people post all over social media what is going wrong. I challenge you to post what is going right. You had an amazing day. Tell me why. You are flying from Bali back home and you're in the airport and 3/4 of the people are wearing masks because there's a virus going around. What are you saying? Oh, they're a bunch of idiots? Or are you saying, wow, there's so many amazing people in this world that they're doing everything they can not to spread the virus? Those are the people that you want to be like. You want to be the doctor who died treating the people with this virus. It's horrible that that man died, but he's the one running into the situation. So if we have a war, you need soldiers to defend us. If you have a domestic violence situation, you need a cop to intervene. If you've been stabbed, you need an EMT or a fireman. If your house is on fire, you need a fireman. If people didn't have those dreams, we would live in a world of complete chaos because there would be nobody to stock the shelves at the grocery store. There would be nobody to check us out. We'd all be asking where our W-2s are from certain places. There would be nobody to make the AirPods or the phones and the cameras that we use. There would be nobody to man the electricity to make sure that the electricity stays on. So be thankful. Not everybody aspires to be a millionaire. Be thankful that you have an amazing life. Count your blessings. Focus forward and show the world that you can answer phones for a living and still make a difference. Show the person that you can work at a casino and make a difference. Disrespect, it's disgusting. Tony Robbins says it. The average person only needs to make $36,000 a year to be financially happy. When you are creating your dream, what do you truly want? What do you truly desire? Do you desire to travel the world? Then travel the world. Do you desire to be a millionaire? Then be a millionaire. You want to be a dancer? Be a dancer. But once you reach that goal, what's next? Because our goals and our desires and our dreams change in life. And when they change, did you appreciate what you had while you had it? Or were you dishing the people around you and that's why you lost it? I love people, and at the same time, I hate people because I learn by listening. I sit in a restaurant and I listen to the people talk. I'm standing in line and I listen to the people talk. I can change a person's whole day around by saying, you know, I understand that things are not working out for you right now. Where are you wanting to be a year from now, 5 years from now? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Right now you are in the middle of a story, and it's a Disney story. It started out with this beautiful love story, and then chaos, and boom, and bam, and wham, and everything's just going, and the music is blaring, and then the prince fights the dragon. And at the end, he gets married, and they run off and live happily ever after. If that's what you want, that's great. But the true measure of success is how you treat the people around you, how you appreciate, respect, and love the things that you created, and know that if you truly are God, you control my breathing. You control my bleeding. You control what I'm saying on a YouTube video. I don't control all of that. I control me. I create my world. And sometimes bad things happen so that those good things I'm creating can come about. Sometimes bad things happen because it's the easiest bridge of incidents to get you your dreams. You can't control absolutely everything in your reality. Because if you did, you wouldn't get in a car accident to get a new car. You'd just go to the dealer and sign your name. You wouldn't manifest breaking up with the love of your life so you could get back together with them. You wouldn't manifest being poor so that you can appreciate what it's like to be a millionaire. You would manifest peace, love, happiness, and joy for every person on the world. But not everybody wants to be a Buddha. Not everybody wants to be a CEO or a president. Some people just want to live their life, make enough money to travel, take care of their family, and appreciate the beauty of a snowstorm. Because that's exactly what I'm doing today. I am sitting on the couch, appreciating the beauty of a snowstorm, recuperating from this go-around of chaos, not asking if it's a bridge, not asking why it's happening, not wondering what I need to do differently. I am persisting in, thank you, I'm healthy. Why am I healthy? Isn't it wonderful? I am healthy. And I am just basking in the moment that I am the luckiest person in the world because I'm still alive and I can still share with you guys how amazing life is in the middle of chaos. I love you guys, and I want you to realize that it doesn't matter what you're creating as long as it's truly coming from what you want to create. You guys have an absolutely amazing day. The sun is starting to rise here, so I am really going to enjoy that snowstorm. And the next time we have a cup of coffee together, I want to talk about how blessed you are. I want to see how blessed you are. But I also want to hear about those lows and how you survived and why that low created that blessed life. Enjoy your day, my ducklings. I love you.